Today, we are going to continue building on our understanding of unit fractions, and we're going to show multiple ways of how to decompose and compose fractions. First, let's review what we've learned about unit fractions. What are unit fractions? If you're thinking that a unit fraction has a numerator of 1, then you're absolutely correct. If you're also thinking that a unit fraction represents one shaded or unshaded part of all equal parts of the whole, you are correct as well. So remember, a unit fraction has a numerator of 1. And if I were to decompose 3/4 into unit fractions, I would have to decompose the numerator and not the denominator because the denominator will stay the same. So it would be 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And 1/4 is the unit fraction of 3/4. How can unit fractions be used? Unit fractions can be used several ways. We can use unit fractions to show parts of a set, an object, or on a number line. Excuse me. We're going to see more examples of how we can use unit fractions to represent sets, objects, or number lines in the upcoming slides. Now let's look at two ways that we can use unit fractions to represent a number line and also to represent an object. So if we look to the left of our slide, we can see that we have a rhombus here. You can also see that the rhombus has been decomposed into 4 equal parts. Since has been decomposed into 4 equal parts, then we know that our denominator, we will have a denominator of 4. Each part represents 1/4 of the entire model. Okay, so this part represents 1/4. I have 1/4 here. I have another 4th here and another 4th here. And again, remember that 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4. Remember, my denominator will not change. The only thing that changes is the numerator when the denominator are alike or the same. So since I have like denominators, they're all the same. The only thing I have to add up are my numerators, my numerator. Okay, so now we can see that each part of my rhombus, each equal part represents 1/4 of the rhombus, which the entire whole is 4/4 or equal to 1 whole. So the entire rhombus, this entire part, represents one whole. This whole has been broken into 4 equal parts, which we have labeled. So now I'm going to use this same rhombus to show another way that we can decompose unit fractions and also show how that represents part of the whole entire model. Okay, remember that our rhombus has been decomposed into 4 equal parts. So what I'm going to do, I am going to shade parts of my rhombus. I didn't mean to get outside the lines. I'm trying to be neat. However, I did get outside the line. Okay. So now you can see I have shaded parts of my rhombus. It doesn't change how many parts I have because I still have 4 parts. The only thing that has changed, now I have shaded certain areas of the rhombus, but they still have the same equal parts. So here I still have 1/4. I still have 1/4 here. I have a fourth here, and I have a fourth here. So now if I want to know what fractional part of my number line has been shaded, I can see that out of the 4 parts, not my number line, I'm sorry, out of my rhombus, I can see out of the 4 parts of my rhombus, only 3 are shaded. So the fractional part that represents the shaded area of my rhombus is 3/4. Now I'm going to show you how I can decompose 3/4 and not just with unit fractions. I can decompose it another way. Now, when I decompose it another way, you're going to notice that all of the fractions aren't unit fractions. However, they still add up to the total fraction or the fraction that I'm representing, the shaded part of 3/4. So if I decompose 3, and remember when we're talking about whole numbers, we know that 3 can decompose, we can decompose 3, 2, and 1 is one way we can decompose it. And another way is 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, excuse me. So I'm going to decompose 3/4 by 2/4 plus 1/4. If I add my numerators of 2 and 1, I am going to get the total, the sum of 3. My denominators are the same, so therefore I am not going to add my denominators. However, I can add my numerators to figure out the total sum, which is 3. Okay? Another way I can decompose 3/4 is into unit fractions, what we have been learning. So I can decompose 3/4 into 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And again, since my denominators are like, I do not add them. That does not change. The only thing that has to be added is my numerators or my numerators. 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 3/4. Now I'm going to use this same information and show how I can plot 3/4 on my number line using my my object here that has been divided into 4 parts. So since I have 0 and 1 on my number line, I already know that I need to partition my number line into fourths because that is my denominator. Once I find my midpoint, it helps me to plot my other markers on the number line on my number line. So between 0 and 1, my midway point will be here. And of course, we remember that that fraction is named 1/2. So now I can plot my other markers on the number line. So halfway between 0 and 1, I am going to partition my halves into smaller pieces, so into another half. So between 0 and my midpoint, 1/2, I'm going to place a marker here. And between 1/2 and 1, I'm going to place another marker here. You want to try to make your markers as even as possible. I know sometimes it's hard, and it's definitely difficult for Miss Glide because she is using a mouse on a laptop, and it's hard to maneuver with the wireless mouse, with the mouse that's embedded on the laptop. So now I'm going to go back and I am going to label my fractions on my number line. So I'm going to start here. My first fraction would be 1/4. I don't want to confuse you, but you do need to understand that so here we have 2/4. You do need to understand that half of 4 is 2. So 1/2 and 2/4 are equal. Now you will be learning more about that next week, but I didn't want to confuse you with the halfway marker because if we are labeling it based on the total parts that we have divided our number line into or partition it into, you would have a denominator of 4. Here is 3/4. And then of course, remember we have 4/4, which is equal to the whole. So my whole again is my entire rhombus. My rhombus has been divided into 4 parts. Each part represents 1/4. I wanted to know how many parts of my rhombus was shaded. So the fractional part of my rhombus that was shaded is 3/4. Represented on a number line is my example here. And if I wanted to plot 3/4 on a number line, I've already done so. And I can make a marker letting me know that this area right here on my number line represents 3/4.